Hi, this is Shawn Miller from Inside Line Promotions here, catching up with FVP driver Brian Brown on our weekly FVP report. Brian, you went to Jacksonville Speedway with the MOA this past Friday night. They got the show in, and you finished third in the main event. A little bit of a risky move going all the way over there with the rain the way it was, huh?
Yeah, some of us aren't pansies like you. You didn't even want to go. You didn't even want to go.
I thought it was going to rain out. I got to be honest. I thought for sure I would have bet money it would have rained out, and I was wrong.
He's wrong majority of the time too. But no, with a 60% chance of rain, that's our thought was that's probably our only chance to race all weekend, and we've been rained out I think 8 times so far this year. So just got to get up and get going, and sometimes you got to take a risk and go over there and battle the rain, and we got lucky and it didn't rain, and we were able to get the show in, which was good.
You went from 10th to 5th in your heat race. That put you in the dash. You finished third, so you started third in the feature.
Yep.
How'd the feature go?
Not bad. We know from started third, we were up to second at one point. We just really weren't had a car that was probably capable of winning. We just tightened our car up a little bit too much, and just wasn't fast enough to win. And Terry and Jimmy did a great job, and to come home third, not really what we wanted. But we've been to Jacksonville 6 times prior. We never took the checker flag. I'd always hit the fence and knock something off or whatever. So just happy to finish and real proud of that. The Monster Energy Series, they're doing a great job of not only having races but also getting fans of the races, and I think it's a really promising series.
So you got to be licking your chops for this weekend. Five races throughout Nebraska and Kansas, and starting off at I-80 where you've won a lot. So what are your expectations going into this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, our expectations are going to try to win every single one of them. I think we got a car that is capable of doing it. I think we got a crew that's capable of doing it. We've got equipment that's capable of doing it. So I'd be disappointed if we didn't win 3 or 4 of them this coming week. And I think we have the car to do it, and we just got to put our heads to it, and hopefully the weather plays, somewhat gets on our favor a little bit towards the middle part of the stage of the year. So I think we got a good shot to win, and like I said, I'd be disappointed if we don't win 3 or 4 of these.
And the plan is Thursday at I-80 in Greenwood, Nebraska, Friday at McCool Junction, or Junction Moore Speedway in McCool Junction, Nebraska, and then Saturday, Sunday at Jetmore, Motorplex in Jetmore, Kansas, and then wrapping it up at in Wichita, where you raced earlier this season. Any of those tracks favorites for you?
I would say I-80 probably ranks right up there with Knoxville as far as being my favorite track. It just seems to fit our driving style, and it seems like we have a lot of success there. It's been times in my career that we've been struggling a bit. We go back to I-80 and kind of go back to our baseline and get going again. So that's the last. I've only won 1 race this year, which is pretty disappointing. But we've only ran I think 10. So we want to win 20 races. If we're going to get on that pace, we better get on our horse and get going here. And I just feel like that the rain's just dampened. When you don't race, you sit in the shop and think woulda, coulda, shouldas, and sometimes that'll get you in more trouble than you actually going out and racing. So looking forward to this 5-day race week, and Justin's going to be racing also, so it's going to be a bit busy workload. But like I think, we're really prepared. Andy and Chatty are working really hard to make sure we're prepared, as well as Justin, and looking forward to hopefully getting 5 days in. And
that brings us to our FVP question of the week. Blake from Michigan wants to know, do you prefer the little bullring 1/4 mile tracks, or do you like the bigger 3/8 and half miles?
I prefer a half mile or bigger tracks. To me that's fits a little bit my driving style from day one. I've always been learned to race at Sedalia and Knoxville and I-80. The bull rings we seem to be getting better, but it seems like I have the most trouble on real tight bull rings that are real rough and heavy. I just don't ever really feel like I'm comfortable enough to go out and really challenge to win those races. But we're getting better. We ran good last year at West Memphis. It was kind of choppy one night, and then obviously Little Rock can be that way. So we're working on our program to try to get that aspect of it better. But we just feel like we excel most on the half miles.
If you have a question for Brian, you can email me, Shawn, sprintcarreporter@yahoo.com, with your name, hometown, state, and a question for Brian. Brian, thanks for the time.
Or Shawn at Craigslist.com, so whichever one you want.
Nice to see you dressed up well today.
Yeah.
Jobs as well as did Jimmy, and we just tightened up too much. Had about 8 inches of stagger on. I just couldn't turn. Just wouldn't be able to maneuver like I should be able to. And just happy. I've been to Jacksonville 6 times. It's the first time I've ever seen the checker flag. So I guess things are looking up too.